Jack, what went wrong for you and the team out there today?
Lack of intensity first half, which is frustrating because teams come here to frustrate it. They come here to make things difficult, and you have to force it. You have to pry them out of positions, and you have to set a statement of intent that you're gonna make it difficult for them. And we didn't do enough for that in the first half. As a result, you get punished from defending a routine situation not very well, with an extra runner in the box not tagging onto him and giving away an easy goal. And that's what they come to do. That's what Dundee come to do. They come to make things difficult, try and get something and hold on. From there, the game becomes what it becomes. They hold on. As a result, you have to respond. You have to play with intensity that we should have started the game with. And obviously, then you start to create chances, and you start playing the way that you should have been playing from the get-go. So, obvious frustrations, and anything less than a win is not good enough. So that's where I'm at right now, and where everyone else is.
In terms of the first half, talk about the lack of intensity. The manager said the first half wasn't good enough at all.
Yeah.
Why do you think it is? Is it mentality? Is it physicality? Tactically, why are the team performing like that in the first half?
You can speak about it till we're sort of blue in the face. It's not for the want of trying. It's not for the reminders. It's not for people who've got to do it. People who've got to take the initiative. It's unfair to point fingers and whatever. Just everyone has to just step up. As simple as that. Step up, do your jobs better, track your runners better, get forward better, do everything. It's on everyone. We've had discussions, unfortunately, already so far this season where we felt that we haven't done enough for that in games that we've been beaten, even games that we've won where we feel like we need to have done more. So you can speak about it. You can tell people have got to do it. It's on the individual ultimately to push and to make sure that their standards are high enough, and then everything else follows collectively. So there's no one group to blame. We all just have to step up and start doing our jobs better.
Jack, do you still believe you're in a title race with Slingstones?
People might not think that. You won't catch us not thinking that. The reality, we know what it looks like, and we know we need to perform better if we want to be in a title race. By no means are we out of it, but we've given ourselves way too much to do at this point, and we need to start closing that gap. And performances like that aren't going to help us.
There's some serious scrutiny in the manager in his position right now. I mean, as you as players, how does that feel when you see him having to face the kind of criticism that he's facing?
It's part and parcel of it. It's on all of us. Do you know what I mean? If you're not winning at Rangers, it's on all of us. Ultimately, the manager faces that, and he has to face that more than any of us. But it's on us all. And we're not in a position, we're not going to be pointing fingers, as I've said a minute ago. We've got to stick together. Completely understand the fans' frustration, rightly so. That turn up and support us everywhere we go, horrible conditions, great conditions, whatever it may be, they expect to see more. And that's not just on the manager, that's on all of us.
If there's any positives today, I suppose it'll be Giannis coming on, Daniil coming on and giving you a wee bit of the spark that's sort of been missing this season in the second half. Is that something that gives you any sort of crumb of sort of encouragement?
Look, there's lots of encouragement. I know when you say something like that, it's given where we sit. We have the tools. We have pieces like that are fantastic players that have been out, come back, injuries and whatnot, other people to come back as well. There's bright spots there. Even the lads that did come off at half-time and the lads that played the whole game, whatever it may be, there's enough there, but we need to show it more often. The game then becomes like that, and they have quality. They have real quality, and in the end play a part in a really good goal. And what should have ultimately ended up being more goals. But what for putting ourselves in a difficult position, and Jack Walton making some fantastic saves today, who's probably the best player on the pitch, ends up being a difficult day. We created enough in the second half, but we can't be putting ourselves in that position as often as we are.
Last couple, please. When do you think the Rangers supporters are going to see a version of this side that is capable of clawing back, which by close of play today could be an 11-point gap?
Thursday, it has to be. That's the reality of it. If it's not today, it's the next game, and it needs to happen. We've done it at times, and at times is not enough. Not going to go into excuses. Not going to go into make excuses for anyone and anything. It's got to happen. It's got to happen. I'm sure you're sick of asking the questions. We're sick of having to answer them, but we putting ourselves in this position to have to answer them. And only the performances and results are the only way it's gonna give those fans encouragement.
Do you think everyone in the dressing room, Jack, understands the demands of these arenas?
I hope so. It's something that we try and reinforce all the time. If the building, the training ground aren't reminders of the success, then I don't know what can be. It's not like any other club. It's a special place, and it demands it all the time, day in, day out, from us all. And that's what it needs to be from, I think for most, it's been there the whole time. Others, if they haven't learned it, they need to learn it quick. That's on guys like me, everybody, to like I said a minute ago, step up and do better, because that's what the shirt deserves.